Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to be here today to talk about strategies for classroom differentiation. This first slide introduces our main focus, individual differences. Throughout this presentation, we'll explore ways to address diverse student needs and create an inclusive learning environment. So, let's get started and discover how understanding individual differences can make a real difference in our teaching. So let's talk about differentiation. Essentially, it means offering varied content, methods, and tasks to help each student succeed. The idea is to recognize that every learner is unique, with different strengths, interests, and needs. By tailoring our approaches, we can make sure that everyone has the best chance to thrive. And I really want to emphasize this key point. We teach students, not subjects. What that means is, our focus should be on the individual learner and their growth, rather than just delivering curriculum content. When we prioritize the student, we can adapt our teaching to support their success more effectively. This concept ties directly into our overall theme of creating inclusive, personalized learning environments where every student feels valued and supported. Differentiation isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset that puts the learner at the center of our teaching. Let's take a moment to explore why understanding these factors is so important. When we talk about diverse motivations, we're recognizing that each student has different reasons for engaging with the material. Some might be driven by curiosity, others by goals or personal interests. Moving on to unique learning styles, it's crucial to remember that everyone processes information differently. Some learn best through visuals, others through hands-on activities. Then, we have varied academic abilities, which means students are at different levels of understanding and skill development. Lastly, different English levels highlight the language barriers some students might face, impacting how they participate and learn. All of these points tie back to our overall goal, creating an inclusive learning environment. By acknowledging these differences, we can tailor our teaching methods to meet everyone's needs, ensuring that no one is left behind. This understanding helps us become more effective educators and better support our students' success. Today, I want to talk about the different ways we learn and process information, which is often summarized by the VAK model. First, there's seeing it. This refers to visual learning. When you see diagrams, charts, or images, it helps you understand and remember the information better. Next, listening to it. This is auditory learning. Listening to lectures, discussions, or audio recordings can be the most effective way for some people to grasp concepts. Then there's doing it. This is kinesthetic learning. This involves hands-on activities, practice, and physical engagement with the material. The VAK model highlights that everyone has a preferred learning style or combination of styles. By understanding these preferences, we can tailor our teaching or studying methods to be more effective, engaging, and memorable. In the context of the overall presentation, recognizing these learning styles helps us create more inclusive and dynamic learning environments. So, whether you're visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, embracing these different approaches can significantly enhance how we absorb and retain information. Howard Gardner's theory suggests that we all possess a variety of intelligences, and these exist in different degrees from person to person. When we talk about intelligences, we're referring to abilities like linguistic skills, logical mathematical reasoning, musical talent, bodily kinesthetic coordination, interpersonal and intrapersonal skills, as well as naturalistic understanding. This means that each of us might excel in some areas more than others. For example, someone might have a strong linguistic intelligence, making them excellent writers or speakers, while another person might be more naturally inclined toward understanding and working with the environment and living things. That's naturalistic intelligence. The key takeaway here is that intelligence isn't just one single thing, it's a collection of different abilities. Recognizing this diversity helps us appreciate different strengths in ourselves and others, and it's crucial when we're thinking about personalized learning and development. This aligns perfectly with our overall theme of understanding individual differences and leveraging them for growth. Let's take a closer look at these different ways our minds can process information. First, we have concrete thinking, which is very much about tangible, real-world details. Then there's random, which involves more spontaneous, less structured thought patterns. Moving on, we see abstract thinking. This is more about concepts, ideas, and the bigger picture. Interestingly, random and abstract can sometimes overlap, bringing in a bit of unpredictability into our abstract reasoning. Next, we have sequential thinking. This is about following logical steps or a clear order, like solving a problem step by step. It's quite systematic. We also see that concrete and sequential can work together, especially when we're organizing real-world tasks in a logical sequence. Sometimes, our thinking shifts between sequential and random, which can reflect how we approach problems, either methodically or more freely. The concept of storing highlights how information can be retained either as concrete or abstract data. Think of it as different ways our memory processes information. Perception is about how we interpret the world around us, shaping our mental models. Finally, mind styles refer to the different ways individuals prefer to think. Some lean towards concrete, some towards abstract, and others switch between these modes depending on the situation. Understanding these styles helps us appreciate the diversity in how we process information, which is a key part of the overall theme of cognitive flexibility and learning. What this slide highlights is that many people enjoy having structured guidance when they're working through tasks. They find comfort in clear instructions and step-by-step processes. At the same time, they also like the freedom to explore and interpret the information on their own, to unearth their own conclusions and meanings. When I talk about the abstract sequential style, I'm referring to those who appreciate organized, logical work. They like tasks that are fixed and clear-cut, with well-defined rules to follow. It's about understanding the process and seeing the logical flow. Then we have the concrete sequential style, which emphasizes a systematic, step-by-step approach. These individuals often prefer structured procedures, where each step builds logically on the previous one. Overall, what this tells us is that even if someone prefers a structured approach, they still value the opportunity to make their own discoveries along the way. They enjoy guidance, but also want the space to find their own meanings and insights. This balance between structure and personal exploration is key to understanding different learning and working styles, and it ties into our broader theme of accommodating diverse preferences for more effective engagement. So, here we see that this individual really enjoys planning their own work and experimenting to reach their goals. They like to be in control of how they approach tasks, which helps them stay motivated and focused. This point highlights the importance of having a sense of ownership in your work. Moving on, they thrive in unstructured work environments, meaning they're comfortable when there aren't strict guidelines or routines. This flexibility allows them to explore creative discussions and make intuitive leaps, which often lead to innovative solutions. Overall, these traits connect to the broader theme of adaptability and self-direction. It's about embracing curiosity and being open to new ideas, especially in less defined situations. This kind of mindset can really fuel growth and creativity, making a big difference in how effectively someone can contribute and evolve in their role. So, do you like word puzzles or singing? This question may seem simple, but it actually touches on how different activities can engage our minds in unique ways. Word puzzles challenge our problem-solving skills and boost our vocabulary, while singing can improve our mood and even enhance memory. When we think about audits, it's similar. Some aspects require careful analysis and critical thinking, like solving a puzzle, while others might involve more of a creative or expressive approach. Understanding what engages us best helps us tailor our strategies and communication styles. Remember, connecting these activities to our overall theme of engagement and insight can really make our audits more effective and meaningful. Let's talk about some effective strategies to truly engage every individual in your classroom. First, offering interactive lessons is key. When students actively participate, they become more invested and retain information better. It's important to appeal to all types of intelligences, whether someone learns best through logical reasoning, music, movement, or social interaction. By incorporating a variety of activities, we ensure that every learner feels included and challenged. Mixing visual, auditory, and kinesthetic work, what we call V, A, and K, keeps the lesson dynamic and caters to different learning preferences. This approach not only makes lessons more engaging, but also helps reach students on multiple levels. Remember, the goal is to create an environment where each student feels motivated and supported. These strategies are essential in fostering a more inclusive and effective learning experience, aligning perfectly with our overall aim of personalized, engaging education. When we talk about our approach to teaching, it's really a commitment to genuinely teach every person in the room, not just the students who learn quickly or those who are already ahead. It's about making sure that everyone, regardless of their starting point, receives the support and instruction they need. This idea of differentiation is a fundamental shift in how we view our students. Instead of a one-size-fits-all model, we recognize that each student is unique, with different strengths, challenges, and learning styles. And that shift requires the right attitude. An attitude that values every learner equally and believes in the potential of every student. It's about being intentional and flexible, adapting our teaching to meet diverse needs. Ultimately, this approach helps us create a more inclusive, engaging, and effective learning environment. One where every student feels seen, supported, and empowered to succeed. Help every learner achieve the most and the best they are capable of. This slide really emphasizes our core goal, to support each student in reaching their full potential. It's about recognizing that every learner is a unique individual. Each student brings their own strengths, challenges, interests, and learning styles to the table. By understanding this, we can tailor our approaches to meet their specific needs. This concept ties back to the overall theme of personalized, inclusive education. When we say every learner, it's a reminder that no two students are the same, and that's a strength. Our job is to create environments where each person can thrive, grow, and excel. It's about fostering confidence, curiosity, and resilience in every student. Ultimately, our goal is to help them achieve not just what they can, but what they are truly capable of. And by doing so, we're not just shaping better students, but also more capable, confident individuals for the future.